wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The gun, here's Swift. And some room to maneuver. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's got 4 of 4, but he might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as he faces 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show the running play. Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Finally, an incompletion. He was 4 of 4 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. As we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Brooks. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Texans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Back to throw again. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure all the time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Brooks. He finds his man complete. That's Nash. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Brooks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the big fella gets... with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, he's got him in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense in the sense they've been on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Brooks buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tegan Quatoriano from 19 yards away. And the Texans have moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Brooks. Over the middle, complete. It's Nash. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Brooks. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Brooks being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, They'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They will run straight. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there. That'll bring us to 30. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop going right around the 5 here. Brings up 4.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for him.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now Brooks to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw. Brooks. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Brooks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Brooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Brooks. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Pierce now up the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
18 runners.
Here's Brooks on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards on the play. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Give to Pierce now on the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Brooks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This will never go off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB's
on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And the goal is a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know how teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.